All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem, Rakah, Quadash, the balance of apostles of GMS, and sincere Shalom to the brothers out here pushing this truth and sincerity. Um, so this is something I heard a while back from the elder about Oreos having glue in them. Haven't touched one since, but this video goes a little bit more in depth with it, because as we know, a lot of food, especially GMO, is really targeted to really break down our health. Organic, you don't know if that's even actual real organic food or just stuff they made out of some other stuff. Take the bad from the worst, I guess. We figure it out. Of course, if we find out everything we eat is bad, none of us would try to eat. But that is the captivity we in to survive in. Now, some things or a lot of things are much worse than others, and this happens to be one of them. I can't find the other video I wanted to really go into, but this will also go into it as well. So we'll start with this.
Are literally feeding your kids plastic glue and industrial lubricants. I'm talking about Oreos that cream in the middle. It's not cream at all. It's rapeseed oil whipped with emulsifiers that act like edible glue, holding the sludge together, and the cookie part, stripped cocoa and chemical stabilizers enough to start clogging your arteries if you eat them too much. I scanned them with the Reveal It app, and it came back as 82%.
And you know what?
Now, I'm gonna start off with Psalms 55 and 21. It says, "The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart." And this is what Esau. He has always been trying to find ways to break us down, get us sick, take us off the face of the map, and so on and so forth. Now, I did find out rapeseed oil is actually an actual oil. I didn't know about that until just recently. So, the one thing I've also noticed, and it's quite funny to me, is that we read the back of the labels and they tell us what's in it. But like xanthan gum and all this other stuff. But what if I told you? Because what if I told you that even the labels lie because they don't actually tell you 100% of the stuff in it? So let's type in. Oh, I don't know. We'll say, what is the ingredients we'll type that. You know, and they mind you, I have read the back of this label before, so this is saying the exact same thing. So you notice how it says unbleached flour, sugar, canola oil, cocoa, high fructose corn syrup, leavening agents, salt, soy, chocolate, artificial flavor. Now, they don't tell you, one thing they don't tell you is what is the artificial flavor. And the glue is the artificial flavor. That is the crazy part about it. They don't tell you that it has other sorts of chemicals in it. So even the labels don't tell you everything 100%. They just tell you the main parts or the sugar coated parts, but they won't tell you the list of chemicals they used in it. Because this is just the process. But what about what took up that process? The list of chemicals, the glue, the all sorts of other things that made that property stick. This goes for pretty much a lot of other things. They won't tell you they put steroids in chicken when you read the back of the label. But they have it. They do it with all chickens, but you will never see in that label it says made with steroids. You had the question, what is red dye number 40? What does it take to make that red dye? What is the elements and the chemicals that it takes to make that red dye? So a lot of this stuff is actually worse than we actually think. That's why it makes it harder to lose weight or do other things. Now, of course, you can find ways to lose weight, but as you get older, it becomes harder. even some people that struggles at a younger age might have problems with metabolism. Why? Because of the stuff we eat. So this is one of those things. So these are things to also watch out for as best you can. Of course, as I mentioned, you can't avoid any of this stuff. You gotta question how's the vegetables being grown. But again, you take the bad from the worst. Like I said, if you found out everything that was made with this stuff, nobody would ever want to eat. But well, I can't even say that because you got some people that will actually still eat it anyways. They don't care. For example, black women or just Jake in general. When it comes to crab, shrimp, and lobster, I hear the women say it all the time. With all the stuff that's inside that stuff, you don't know what you're missing out. All this stuff good. No, it's other stuff, but you eat. But you mean to tell me I'm missing out on death? You mean to tell me I'm missing out on a high blood pressure, uh, uh, the mercury that's in there, the stuff that from the dead bodies it ate, and all the stuff that Esau puts into these oceans, and even homegrown some of these fishes, or well, not fish. Well, it's still aquatic life, but these crab, shrimp, and lobsters could be grown and actually be fed whatever they want to be fed, including some artificial flavors. It could be some artificial flavors inside that stuff that people will ignore. Just it's a lot of madness when it comes to people because we're so gluttonous in this society. We don't tend to really care what we eat at this point. It's just a matter of if you're allergic to it or not. So this is Isaiah 5 and 11. It says, "Woe unto them that rise up early in the morning, that they may follow strong drink, that continue until night, till wine inflame them." Which means, woe to these people that will go out of their way to love this place every sort of the way, including not even caring about the stuff that Esau is feeding us. I mean, sure, they'll hear it on. You'll see in the comment section from this video that they trying to make it sick and all this stuff. Yeah, but I mean, is that really going to stop these people though? Is that really going for the commenter that says it? Is it really going to stop them? They'll probably continue to keep eating it because they don't care. They'll find it. Or what they'll do is they'll try to substitute it for another problem and not read into that. So I mean, it's already hard enough to try to figure out what to eat, what not to eat. All of it's bad. Do the best we can. But damn, the more you know, the more you wish you never ate this stuff. Unless you're like some of the rest of these people out here that were like, I don't care. I had people talk some years back. There was a Chinese spot that got caught for cutting up rats and serving it, and the people was like, Jake is like, oh well, especially the women. They was like, I'm gonna keep eating my rat Chinese food. Either they don't believe it or they just don't really care. I mean, and it's not far fetched. We had a woman come up to the camp before and said she would eat roaches and be just fine with it. Like it was just a normal thing. So for those who care, that's a different story. For those that don't care, keep eating your Edomite slop, whatever Esau loves to give y'all. I mean, we do the best we can, but these people, they're really far off. If they end up leaving to the spirit world, them bodies here is gonna be out of this world, as they say. So just wanted to go into that because I couldn't find the other video I really wanted to go into that was also talking about the amount of stuff they was putting inside that, as far as like other foods or snacks. But little one, this is a little edifying with that. Shalom. They just increase more learning knowledge for others that might want to seek more into this.